Now we will discuss first order reaction, differential rate equation, integral rate equation, its graphical representation and half-life period calculation for this. As we know that first order reaction is that reaction for which rate of reaction R depends upon first power of concentration of the reactant. For derivation of its differential rate equation, let us start with a general equation where A is the reactant that gives us product. In the starting when time is 0, let us assume that the concentration of reactant is A and the concentration of product is 0. After time t, if X amount of A gets decomposed, the remaining amount of reactant is A minus X and the amount of the product is X, or we can say that concentration of reactant is A minus X mole per liter and concentration of product is X mole per liter. Now if we want to see the rate law for this equation for a small time interval, then it can be written like this, or it can be shown by this expression: dx over dt is equals to minus of d minus a minus of dA minus x upon dt. Here dt is the small time interval during which concentration of reactant is A minus x. Now this expression can be correlated with A minus x, that is d of A minus x upon dt is proportional to A minus x. When we replace this proportionality sign by equal to sign, then we'll put some constant, and here K1 is the constant we are using, which is known as the proportionality constant or rate constant for first order reaction. This equation 2 is known as the differential rate equation for first order reaction. Now to derive its integral rate equation, we start with its differential equation. Minus dx upon dt is equals to k1 a minus x. To integrate this equation, first we transpose a minus x from this side to this side and dt from here to here. So in this way, the new equation is this. Now to get the integration of dx upon a minus x, we take the help of rule of integration, according to which integration of dx upon x is ln x. So integration of dx upon a minus x is minus ln a minus x. Integration of dt is t plus c, which is integral coefficient. Now to find out the value of c, we start with our initial conditions. When t was 0, x was also 0. When we put these two values in second equation, then we get value of c as minus ln a. Now put the value of c in equation 2. Now this equation 2 becomes minus ln a minus x is equals to k1t minus ln a. Value of c is minus ln a. Now again transpose minus ln a from this side to this side. We get this equation. To find out the value for k, we have to make an equation for k1. So from this equation, we can make the equation for k1, which is this. Now replacing ln by log by multiplying it with 2.303. That means that if we replace ln by log, then we have to multiply the equation by 2.303. So the new equation is this, and this equation is the integral rate equation for first order reaction. So this is all about differential rate equation and integral rate equation. Next, let us see that how this equation can be represented. The graphical presentation of first order reaction. We'll derive one more formula for integral rate equation for first order reaction. When initial concentration is not known to us. Just now the equation which we had derived for integral rate equation is for that condition when initial concentration is known to us. Now if initial concentration is not known to us and we have only two concentrations at two different time intervals, then how we derive the integral rate equation or how we find out the value of rate constant K. So for this we'll derive this formula. Let two time intervals are T1 and T2 at which the concentration of the reactant is X1 and X2. Or we can say that till T1 its X1 amount get decomposed and till time T2 its X2 amount get decomposed. Now when time T1 we have, then up till time T1, as I said earlier, X1 amount of the reactant get decomposed. So by using this equation, this one, we can write this, and for time T2, equation 2 can be written. This is for time T1, this is for time T2. Okay. Now if we subtract equation 1, this equation from equation 2, we can show this like this. Now subtraction of equation 1 from equation 2 can be shown by this equation, and ultimately we come to this equation 3. T2 minus T1 is equals to 2.303 upon K1 log A minus X1 upon A minus X2. This is integral rate equation for first order reaction when two different concentrations are known to us at two different time intervals. Next, we'll discuss the graphical representation of first order reaction. For this, we start its integral rate equation. K1 is equals to 2.303 upon T log A upon A minus X. By making equation for log A upon A minus X, equation can be written in this form. Here log A upon A minus X is our y coordinate, T is our x coordinate, and K1 upon 2.303 is slope according to straight line equation y equals to mx. So when we plot graph log A upon A minus x versus t, we get a straight line passing through origin. Value of slope m, that is K1 upon 2.303, can be obtained by a formula of tan theta, that is delta x upon delta t. Delta x is what? It is the change in concentration during this time interval. This is change in concentration during this time interval. Now, this can also be represented by another method. Expand this formula. This log A upon A minus x can be written as log A minus log A minus x. Okay. So log A upon A minus x. So from this equation, we can make an equation for log A minus x. This equation is similar to straight line equation y is equals to mx plus c. It is our y, it is m, it is x, and it is c. So in this way we get a straight line which will not pass through origin. Now since our slope is with negative sign, so we get a straight line with downward slope as shown here. This one. So this is another graphical representation for first order reaction. Now graphical representation from interval equation. Again, make the equation for log a minus x, x1 upon a minus x2. This is our y coordinate. This is our m, and t2 minus t1 is our x. Again we get a straight line passing through origin, and tan theta is same as we have discussed previously, k1 upon 2.303. Now for the calculation of half-life period of first order reaction, we will start with its integral rate equation when initial concentration is known to us. Half-life period is that time period during which concentration of the reactant becomes half of its initial concentration. So for that, T can be replaced by T half, T1 by 2, and X can be replaced by A by 2. So when we put these values of T and X in this equation, then the equation comes as T half is equals to 2.303 upon K1 log A upon A minus A by 2. X is replaced by A by 2. So overall, now the equation comes out as T half is equals to 0.693 upon K1. Okay. K1 is constant. 0.693 is also constant. So what we can say, that half-life period is independent of initial concentration for first order reaction, since initial concentration is not appearing in this expression as it appeared in the case of zero order reaction. So this is all about half-life period for first order reaction and graphical representation, integral rate equation and differential rate equation. Next we will discuss effect of temperature on rate of the reaction.